Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Divine Insights. My name is Dr. Debbie Roche. I'm a chiropractor that loves the brain and metaphysics and intuition and energy medicine. And so tonight we're going to be doing lots of intuitive based readings. And feel free to hop on and request some cards or simply to ask a question about metaphysics or vibrational healing or anything you would like. And so, hi, Ophelia. I'm not sure if you're still on, but thank you so much for wishing me a happy December. And she goes, she said, Happy December 1st, Debbie. New beginnings. That's right. New beginnings is always a wonderful thing to think about. So, welcome for those of you that have joined us tonight. I am going to share this on the different pages. And so, welcome to all that are joining. It'll take me about a minute to share it on the different pages. I'm still learning the technology of the StreamYard, which is a platform that we use. Hello, welcome. I hope everybody's doing well today. If you just hold on just about a minute, I'm sharing this event to different pages because we're having a little bit of technology stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Here I am. All right, so let's see. I'm going to copy the link and then go to the other pages. Let's see if this works. So I hope everybody's having a lovely, lovely night. The weather has been a little bit interesting lately. So that's New Thought. It's just starting to get a little sunny today, which has been really nice. Let me post this on my community page and then my page. And then we'll be good to go. So feel free to request a reading. If you've stopped by to get a reading, I love doing intuitive readings. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I've been a part of online card pullings for many, many years. And so I love to serve back in that way because it has always been so helpful to me. And so for those of you that are new to metaphysics or new to the idea of intuition in general, there are a couple of principles that I certainly go by that, hi, Chrissy, welcome. One of the best intuitive tools that I use actually, usually at least once a day, are intuitive cards. And there are many, many different intuitive cards. Doreen Roche used to make a whole bunch of really awesome cards and they're out of print. And so I've always loved her cards. She kind of went against metaphysics after being a leader in the field for many years, but I don't read about that because I love her cards so much. But there are some great cards, and they each have a different type of energy to them, and different artwork, and kind of like just the way that they deliver the intuitive messages are each is very unique and very just specific to the deck. So I have maybe 60 or 80 decks. I have a really big collection. And so there are many different kinds, and I kind of use them in different ways as well. And so my little niece, either one of my nieces is welcome to join me. My oldest niece is like, no, I'm not coming tonight. But the littlest niece will show up because she likes to pull cards with me too. So she's her intuitive gift developed really, really early. And so, all right. So lots of different decks I have. Each one has a different vibrational feel to them. For those of you that are new to intuition, oh, lovely. Yes. Doreen Virtue has wonderful decks. I have another one of her decks here. Actually, I have 4 of her decks here. I have the Mother Mary deck. Mother Mary is one of my favorite spiritual deities. And always, especially when I was Catholic, I was very much Catholic in my younger years. And what happened was that I wanted to be a priest and I couldn't in that religion. And so I was very young. I thought about becoming a nun and it just didn't quite fit. And then I realized I wanted to be the priest and I couldn't be because I was a girl. So I ended up leaving that religion. But I always felt a very strong connection to Mother Mary, especially because my mother was so sick my entire life. And so I developed this very sacred relationship to Mother Mary. And so these cards are actually really good. They're a little bit simple, kind of old school in the way that the artistry is, but the new age decks are much more colorful and very abstract in their artwork, which is awesome. But each deck has a different feel to them. And so I was just gifted this deck, and this deck is kind of has like a dolly feel to it. And when I look at the front of it, I'm not really impressed with it. But when I actually work with the cards, I really like the abstract nature of them, because my brain is very right-brained, and so my thought process is very much about combining ideas together. And so they have really cool artwork, but specifically abstract artwork. So that's kind of a cool experience. The little one just rounded the corner, so she's going to be my helper probably for anyone that would like a reading. And this event is a donation-based event put on by the New Thought community of Gulfport. And so all donations, if anybody feels guided, all go towards to support the church and that community. And the information is above this video and the little information above it. And so let's see. Little Raina should be popping over. But yes, this is another deck of Doreen Virtue. It says Life Purpose deck. And then even the crystal deck. This is a really great general use deck. I like the feel of it. I like the vibration of the cards and the colors. It has a really good. You coming? You coming, Squeaky? So for years, I've always called her Pipsqueak, and so Squeak is her shortened nickname. So she's quite the cutie. And then let's see what else we got. We have Divine Abundance. This is a really good solid deck. I like the feel of this. It actually presents abundance in many, many ways, not just like money prosperity, but also thought angles and relationships and our spiritual connection, and a lot of other things. I have my strongest. Hi, Squeaky. This is Raina. You gonna come say hello?
You got me.
I know. Thank you so much. She's very organized, this child. And so this is Raina. And she's been loving to rock for a lot of years. But she loves to pull cards with me. So if anybody would like a reading, we will both pull some cards for you. And so we went to Books A Million today. And there's Books A Million, for those of you that are in Riverview, has a wonderful selection of oracle cards. And so
and Harry Potter.
That's her new favorite thing, is Harry Potter. And so we've been spending a lot of time there doing homework or pretending to do homework. And yeah. And so if anybody would like a reading, let me know. How was your week, Raina? Good. So the weather has been a little interesting lately, and so I've been coming to hang out with them a little bit more lately, which has been really nice. I do a lot of intuitive readings for myself. It's part of my spiritual practice. And I use the decks before I go to bed and then when I wake up. So it's a really good way to kind of close down my mind and also to open up my day. And so that's part of my spiritual connection. And so I don't know if anybody's on tonight. Let's see. You want to pull me some cards, Raina?
She did.
Hi, Raina. Oh, thank you so much, Chrissy. Welcome. Divine Abundance for me. All right, Ophelia. Okay, awesome, Chrissy. So Ophelia and then you.
She spelled my name right.
Oh, yeah, you spelled Raina's name right. Ophelia, would you like me to pick you a deck, or would you like me to pick the deck I feel drawn to? So I'm the okay. So she did. She said Divine Abundance. Okay. That's this deck, Raina. Okay. So Auntie's gonna pick some, and then you pick two.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. This is how these cards look. This is the Divine Abundance deck. They're kind of like, they have a little bit of a solid energy to them, but also like a kind of a cerebral hopefulness. There's like a cerebral hopefulness about this deck too. And so I'm going to pick 4 for Ophelia. I hope it's not scratchy. Sometimes I can hear let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 16, 17, 18. Okay, now you pick 2, Raina. Here's the deck. So how my gift works, I am clairaudient and clairvoyant. And so what that means is that I hear words or little phrases, or I'll see oftentimes pictures and little movie clips in kind of a psychic screen on the front of my forehead, or I will feel them on things on my body. Sometimes I feel pressure, or I'll feel an emotion. And so I've only had like clairgustance a couple times, which is where I taste something. And so, all right, Ophelia, here we go. Inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Ooh, that's a really good. Thank you. Thank you, Raina. Ophelia is very nice, Raina. You would love Ophelia and her big heart. You would really love Ophelia. And so inner power. This card for you is all about the message around this card for you, Ophelia, is that even when things get really hard, or whatever it is that whatever thing that you're struggling the most with, part of spiritual refinement is all about navigating sometimes those tough things in our lives by connecting
Let me make sure.
to we lost Raina. She'll come back. That part of our spiritual refinement and growing our spiritual muscles sometimes is walking through really hard things. Okay. And finding that we are strong enough to walk through them. And so this is like what it says on here says, give me the courage. And sometimes that's, I feel, because I've walked through certainly many of these moments in my life.
I need big bracelets.
Okay, you can make bracelets. Do whatever you like. You can do that next to me if you like.
Okay.
Give me the courage spirit. Like that, developing that spiritual muscle to spirit and really connecting to spirit and developing that sacred relationship where we're able to really depend on the divine. That's like higher level spiritual walk here. Those are higher level spiritual skills. And so they're just wanting you, and if I read the rest of this card, it says, give me the courage and the power. So the courage is within, right? But then the power is also like that currency of strength, not just our own personal strength, but also strength from the divine to do what must be done. And I have a feeling that you're very family orientated, and I'm sure that a lot of people are connected to you, and that you do a lot for people. And so that's what they're wanting to remind you, is that you have this ability to connect to source and to draw and even build your courage in that connection to source. And you are certainly capable of doing what needs to be done, if that makes sense. Let's see. Companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. The key word here, not just companionship, but presence. They're really wanting, and you probably do this effortlessly in some ways, but I know all of us get a little distracted sometimes. And so they're just wanting you to bring your conscious awareness to the energy of presence between the people that you encounter in your life. And knowing that your presence is such a gift to their heart. And so they're just wanting you to kind of just bring your conscious awareness to that space of your presence with specific people. I'm hearing intuitively that you'll know who I'm talking about. There's I feel it's like 2 or 3 people, but that it's that purity of your presence that is going to not only be such a gift, but it'll be a healing gift to these people. And to never not value that presence of yourself to somebody. Receiving is the next card, Ophelia. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. And so sometimes I've been really in this kind of mindset lately, is that I can be a little bit too heady, and my brain tries to control things. But this idea of receiving from the universe what is meant to be ours. And stepping out of the way of the control. So really allowing the universe to step in and navigate our own personal walk on this planet. And that's what, and to be open to receiving those gifts in whatever ways that they present themselves, but also to allow the divine to kind of guide our path more and more. And that ultimately we will end up places that we could have never conceived of with our minds, but that will be in our definitely our highest and best good, and even greater than we could have ever thought of. This is your power card. Invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. When I touch this card for you, Ophelia, your angels are just wanting you to call them in more and to ask them for help more. You're very spiritually connected, and you can feel that in your heart when I stand next to you. But that they're just saying, call in the divine more and call your angels in more, because they're like right there to help you. And there's that metaphysical principle that that angels, they can't intervene in our lives unless we ask them specifically for help. So I've been trying to do more of that myself. But really, um, you're very strongly connected to your angels and spirit helpers, and so all you have to do is verbalize a little bit what you're needing, and they're right there to help you. So these are the two cards for from Raina. They were divine source. Help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and that the right actions will come. You are my source for all. So this is a really rich card, Ophelia. It says divine source, but this is really a faith card. Help me to know that all of my deepest needs will be met. That's a powerful statement. That's all about faith, right? Really handing it over and really having faith, believing in faith, connecting to faith, and then trusting that it will happen. You have a plan, meaning that the spirit has a plan and the right actions will come. And that even that statement, the right actions will come into our consciousness so that we know the next right step. And I have a little bit difficulty with that. I'm really practicing that lately, is really focusing on just the next 10 feet in front of me rather than trying to try and, for my brain to try to figure it out. And then the last card from Marina, it says companionship. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Where did the other one go? It was liberation. The doubts and fears still come up for you. You don't believe them anymore, and they're you. This is liberation from any self-limiting thoughts, and liberation from any negative thinking about the self or unworthiness, because you are so much more divinely higher vibration and so divinely worthy of so much more than what your more ego mind might be talking about in the quiet moments, if that makes sense. To liberate the self from personal limitations of the mind, and knowing that you are one with spirit, and spirit is infinite, right? So I hope that was helpful, Ophelia. So nice to have you on here. You would love little Raina. Ophelia loves kids, loves children, and so you would love little Raina, and she would love you. So I hope that's helpful, Ophelia. Chrissy, are you still here? Who else would like a reading? Is Chrissy still here?
I think she is.
I think so too. Let's see if she shows up. So little Raina has been making bracelets and selling them at school. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Is Chrissy still here? Sure, Anne. I just want to make sure that Chrissy is not still waiting. She was next in line, and then you're welcome to have a reading. Let's see. Is there a future together ahead for me and Mike? I heard an audible no. We can pull from the heart deck, one of the heart decks I have, but I heard a no. So this is is there a future? So I'm gonna do Anne unless Chrissy okay, Chrissy's next. Okay, Anne, then you're next. Okay, Chrissy, would you like me to pull a deck for you? Or would you like to pick your deck? All right, you can pick. Okay. All right. Raina, can you feel the energy off the cards? When you look at them? This is the one that's, you think it's this one? I think it's this one.
Yeah.
So how, metaphysically, how I pick cards for people is that when somebody wants me to pick, I can actually feel the vibration of the cards, the actual energetic vibration of the deck. And the one that's vibrating the highest is the one for the person that's asking, if that makes sense. I know it's a little woohoo. I kind of live in this world. So I remember her older sister used to talk about the staircase in the corner of the room. And we were always convinced that our mother, who's no longer with us on this plane, would come down the staircase to visit the oldest niece. And so they're very, very connected. All readings are for donation based. If anybody's interested or guided to make a donation, you can do so at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail, or Venmo, which is @unityofgulfport, or on their website, which is unityofgulfport.org/give. The information is above the video. If anybody feels guided, we super appreciate your support and your presence here tonight. So this is the deck, Chrissy, that was vibrating the highest for you.
She said, "Like you."
Thank you, Ophelia. She said, thank you. Yep, you would love Arena. She's a sweet pea. All right, so 1, 2, 7. Randy, you gonna pick 2 cards?
Yeah.
Here's the deck. Okay, Chrissy. First one. Natural beauty and authenticity. When I touch this card for you, the message around it is that the more that you're able to be you in your life in all the areas, but really be yourself, the more loved you're going to feel because you're going to draw in the right people. So when we're even a little bit fake, then the people that are like us that our hearts would most connect to, they can't find us. And so this is all about you being really real, like the real you. And then the people that are like you that are capable of showing up in your life fully, um, that that can only happen if you show up with the real you. So any fakeness, any situations where you can't, share your feelings or whatever, they're not in your highest good right now. Same card, confirmation on this. This is let yourself sparkle and shine, and know you're worthy of like really good people in your life, and that your heart is really made of really good stuff. And intuitively, I'm getting like all you got to do is shine, and you're gonna draw in the right people that are gonna love like you do, or that show up like you do, and that you'll just be happier that way. So being, sparkle, it says let yourself sparkle and shine. This is about you stepping up into yourself, and then you attracting the same vibration of what you're shining with. Prosperity. This is a great card. I feel this is financial. This is not just. I feel there's goodness in all the categories, but I specifically feel that there is a. Somebody's texting me. I think. Oh no, that's Raina's. That I really feel that this is related to some type of tangible assets, whether that be it's material prosperity. I feel this is and then that will help you to build other types of prosperity in your life. And I feel this maybe in 1 to 3 months. That's a really good card. It has a solid vibration to it, which means that's more material prosperity rather than like relationship prosperity or spiritual prosperity. That somehow will calm your mind somehow. And then your power card, it says life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to the lesson and blessings they contain. So the key words here, it says reoccurring negative patterns. This is all about awareness. If we're not able to be aware of what we're doing and our patterns, like I'm all about awareness. I'm big into 12-step recovery, and that's really what that process is all about, is being extra aware of the patterns in our lives that are not serving what we most want. And so that's what this card's about, is about you. Is about, she left her little elastics for her bracelets there, about you being aware enough within yourself. Raina, can you shut off that sound when it beeps, when it dings? You being extra aware of your emotional patterns that then tie into other types of life patterns. And then not only being aware, but also taking action in aligning those actions in a way that you disrupt the pattern that's not serving you. So life lessons is about awareness first, and then rewriting the action somehow so that you can step up into alignment in some way. But we can't do that unless we're aware that there's some area that's a little bit imbalanced. And so 12-step recovery is such a great process for that. There's 12-step recovery programs for everything, not just alcohol and drugs, but also emotional patterns and relationships and food and money and trauma and, all kinds of different 12-step recovery programs. And I'm such a big believer in them because they've been certainly life-changing for me in many ways. But the most important part of those programs that have been so valuable to me is the awareness piece. And so they're really wanting you to not just kind of go through the motions, but really step more into your awareness, because I feel that's just a little bit of tweaking that you could do in your life that you can then flourish in a way that you really you can't even imagine at this moment. But the key first part of that is the being in awareness and being present in your own life rather than being distracted. And so I know social media is one of those things. I'm working on that. I'm decreasing that time so I can be more present. What you doing, Squeaky? But yeah, good card. Okay, so Chrissy, the 2 cards from Raina. Deep emotional healing. I think deep emotional healing is so valuable. I prioritize that deeply in my life, and I've been in a deeply a year of healing. I lost my father and my ex partner 11 months ago, so I've committed that year to really deep healing. And I don't think there's anything more valuable than taking the time and investing money and energy into the healing process. And so this is just confirmation that if you feel called to do, oh, hey there, Squeaky. If you feel guided to do any type of emotional healing in whatever ways you feel guided to really do that, to really take that action. I'm a believer that every ounce of energy, time, or money that we put into our emotional healing, that it comes back in thousands and thousands of ways positively. So, and then the last card from Little Reina was healthy communication and relationships. And I feel this is a more family in general, or people that are very, very close to you. What I'm hearing intuitively is that if there's a relationship that you've been in that has been a struggle emotionally, they're wanting you to take the action, like they're wanting you to be the bigger person and to reach out. It doesn't have to be like a big vulnerable reach out, but that you're the strong enough one to get the energy rolling. And they're wanting you to be the one that helps smooth it out. Like, when pride, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where pride or anger or non-forgiveness prevents you from interacting with somebody. Well, they're wanting you to do the opposite. They're wanting you to, even if you're feeling those things, to reach out to whoever that you might be thinking of as I'm talking about this. So I hope that's helpful, Chrissy. Welcome. I'm here every Thursday. And if you're local, feel free to join us at the 10:30 a.m. service in Gulfport at the casino. There's actually, I think there's a full moon ceremony on Friday night, I think, at the beach. And then there's the solstice. I want to say the 23rd or the week of Christmas, something like that. But I'm not sure if you're local or not. So welcome, welcome. Anne, are you still here?
She is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the number built it up, but then it would have been 5.
I see. Who else would like a reading? Anne, are you still here? Yes.
Told
Okay.
you.
Would you like a reading from the heart deck, or do you want me to ask any questions, any quick questions? Or do you want me to pick a deck for you? I got her little face. You have a cute little face, kid. Questions, please. Okay. Then I only do a couple of questions on this platform. What type of questions would you like? Okay. You're welcome, Chrissy. I hope that was helpful. So what questions, Anne? And then I need to move on to, hi, Rebecca. Yay, it's Tuesday the 6th. Thank you for letting me know. Yay, Chrissy, I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad you're going to, that you already go there. It's a wonderful community. And I'm glad to hear. What I'm hearing is that you already know. There's a knowing you already have around it. They're not going to tell you more details than that, but that you've already observed some things that are about this relationship and about this person that are red flags that you're maybe not wanting to acknowledge maybe a little deeper. And that, hi, Rebecca. Hi, Maria. And that honestly, they're just not in your highest and best good. They're showing me your heart. I don't feel that they can nurture your heart the way you need your heart nurtured. I also feel that they're inconsistent or a little bit shady in some areas, like they haven't done their emotional work, and that the universe is protecting you from them. I don't know if that's helpful, but if you're, let's see, anything else around that I'm seeing, or anything around that.
No.
It's not a vibrational match, especially in the emotion category. So I feel they may have some narcissistic qualities, or I'm not sure if you're able to see that yet, but there's some type of I feel they're also emotionally avoidant. I don't know if you know about those terms, but you might want to look them up. They have some great TikTok videos on that. I think your concept of love, Anne, is very different. I think it's not about him not loving you. I don't think he loves the same way you do. I don't think you should see it. It's almost like your hearts are so different that what you're defining as love is not the same as what he does. And so that's what I'm getting, is that and that you would be like heartbroken all the time if you ever got together with him in some way. It would never feed your soul in a way that was supportive to your heart. And I feel that relationships, we come together to also not only to love and really experience life in a bigger and greater way, but I feel that relationships can be really healing. And I don't think that he's evolved enough to be present enough or kind enough or compassionate enough to really embrace the healing with you. And so this is not, it would only hurt you in the end. So that's what I'm getting, Anne. So I hope that's helpful. For us at all, we are 14 years. I don't get it. When I look in the future around you and this person, I don't get, it's just flat. There's no vibration of connection. There's no vibration of something else. It just doesn't, it's not a fit. So, hi Maria. I do only a little bit of Reiki. I am not the specialist in Reiki. Reverend Kimberly Harrell is really exceptional at Reiki. I believe, I'm not sure if you're in the community. I want to say you are close by. But I only do a little bit. I do some of myself. I do a little bit with the other healing stuff that I do. You're welcome, Ann. I hope that's helpful. But Reverend Kimberly Harrell is exceptional in that energetic modality. I have been on her table several times, and I'm always amazed at just how my body flows with the energy and actually vibrates higher. Awesome. So yeah, she has an office on the way to Madeira Beach on that. I think it's central. I want to say in the 7,000 that area. And so yeah, she's amazing at it. And so I would totally, if you're interested in getting a session, I would totally look her up because she is she's extremely gifted in that area. So awesome. That's right. Ophelia does Reiki as well. Yes. Ophelia has a huge heart, and the vibration of her heart is very light filled and very healing. And so she always I have a little bit of a heart like that. So whenever I see Ophelia, I see her as my heart sister. And she always inspires my heart just by her presence and just how she shows up in the world. And so, yes, she is also another practitioner as well. And so, who would like a reading? Rebecca, are you still around? Did I miss somebody? Was it Maria? Did I miss? Okay, so Maria is next. And then if Rebecca is here, then Rebecca is next. We just did Anne. Okay, so we're going to do, what other healing practices do I practice? On the more medical side of things, or the more non-woohoo energetic, I'm a chiropractor, I'm an acupuncturist, or I do acupuncture, and then I do functional medicine, which means like I love cells, and I'm really good at figuring out where symptoms come from. So if there's a diagnosis, oftentimes I can figure out how to eliminate the symptoms, so the diagnosis oftentimes will go away. But I love cells and the precise nutritional piece of that, like the functional medicine, functional nutrition side. And then on the metaphysical side of things, I wrote a book actually called The Joy Matrix. Let me grab it. Hi, Kendra, you are third. Welcome, welcome. I'll be right back in 1 second. And so on the more metaphysical side of things, I wrote this book. I often don't showcase the book. Maybe I should show a little more. So I'm really big into emotional metaphysics. I went through just such severe emotional discord, I should say, especially in my late 20s, early 30s. And once because I walked through so much trauma energy and so much severe depression, and it wasn't until I shifted to a more metaphysical concept. Welcome, Marcia. Um, that I was able to heal. And so this is really my own personal healing program. My stories in the back too. I'm working on my second book, which I haven't gained. I'm probably about halfway through it, writing that one. But um, the metaphysical stuff that I do certainly. I can align the chakras. I can align the meridians, and I'm getting more into the vibrational stuff around the auric field, um, and how it really impacts our emotional healing, especially around trauma, and that unhooking the emotional bodies that get embedded into us when we walk through really hard things, especially during our youth. And so I do a lot of kind of that angle of things, and so I can do several things in the metaphysical area, and then adding with the intuitive stuff. So it's kind of still figuring out. It's I love healing it on all the areas and in all the levels, and so it's kind of I'm kind of a unique expression of all of that together, if that makes sense. But my focus is how do we flow the divine energy through us most effectively, and that includes our brain. I have a great passion for the brain, specifically just how much I struggled with my own brain wellness throughout my life, primarily because of the trauma and some of the genetics that I have. And so I have this great love of this concept of how do we flow that divine energy through us. Thank you, Kendra. She says, "Yay for the Joy Matrix." I thought about this book for like 9 years. This was floating around in my head, and now the one that I'm writing has been floating around and also for 10 years. So I'm not real speedy in getting them done, but thank you. Oh, she's so much. The little one said, "Cause you're a sloth." So we have a sloth joke in the family. Oh yeah, we'll see. But anyway, so yes, I love all the different modalities, but my really focus is how do we flow the divine energy through us, whether that be through our chakras and our meridians and our auric field, or our cells, our brain, our vertebrae, whatever area is off. But the focus for me is how do we flow that better through us. And so, all right, who is next? But thank you for asking me that question. I could talk about that stuff all day long. All right, Maria, you're next. Would you like me to pick a card for you? Let's see. I think it's this one. Work your light. If there's another deck that you want instead, let me know. Just give me a ring sometime, and we'll talk about what exactly that you're looking for, or what if I am the best person for you or not. Let me if I don't know where my number is, but my number, if you'd like to write it down, is 813-503-2687. So I think it's also under several other places, but and that's 813-503-2687. All right, so okay. And so Work Your Light is this one. It's by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. All right. All right. It says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Isn't that always a great question for all of us? I like the image too. So for this, Maria, it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? And that's not just with other people, that's with ourselves. And they're showing me like you just looking at your time and your like looking at your life and your patterns and saying, okay, how can I do this better? How can I strengthen up? Um, how can I strengthen like my connection to spirit, but most importantly, your connection to yourself, and finding out that balance between giving away like your time and energy versus receiving. Like there's something important about that balance for you there. Um, I like this. Just say yes. And so I feel this has to do with some type of creative something. Hold on a second. Just say yes. Um, hold on, I got distracted. I'm a little tired tonight. I've been going all day with the kids. I just heard a little voice go, "Yeah, Charlie." She just call me Charlie because we have all these cute nicknames for each other. You gonna come and pull some cards for Maria? Oh, she's doing a bracelet. She has a little bracelet company that she created, a little bracelet business at school. It says yes. Just say yes.
For her.
You're gonna pull? Okay, pull two cards for Maria. Here you go, cutie. Here you go. Do two. Take two. Just say yes. Let me think about this for a second. I feel there's more information around this for Maria. This is about you not guarding your heart. Just say yes is about an opportunity to be around other people as well, but being closer to them with your heart, not guarding your heart. And so just say yes is about if you get invited somewhere or you have an opportunity to connect more. She says, "Thank you, little queen." Raina says, "Thank you." She's cute pea. She's my cute pea. How's your bracelet coming?
Good.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's see. We're gonna look at your cards and let's do your card next. We have 3 more of my cards. Let's do one of yours for Maria. She loves purple, so I got her some purple nail polish tonight. The initiation. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So when it comes to spiritual initiation, the first thing about this card, that's okay. I was going to get another pillow anyway. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. This is about you. Okay, so spiritual refinement is all about going through stuff and allowing it to not like cut you off at the knees, but to refine your spiritual connection and your spiritual strength and your muscles, like your spiritual muscles. And in order to really be connected to the divine, it's really important that we see these kind of hallways between A and B, not as like a negative, but just as a period of refinement and seeing what spirit is going to do. And so that's what the threshold is, because if you look at the card, the opening is really filled with light, but the walking through the dark can be scary, right? And so this is all about having faith to just keep taking the next right step, and knowing that the divine angels have you. But because I've been through many of these periods of time in my life where like nothing looked like it would ever get better, and all I had was the next right step. And so it really is in that forward progress, that baby step forward, that we're able to make traction and to continue to evolve during those dark hallways. And so let me see the other one. It says Anna, grandmother of Jesus. It says sending the light, laying foundations in the divine plan. What a beautiful picture of the divine mother. Very abstract like. But laying the foundations, that's never usually fun. That's kind of boring stuff. I'm in a little bit of that process now of really looking at all the different foundations of my life and saying, okay, which ones are a little wobbly and where can I really strengthen them up? And so that's about really looking at the details of your life and really taking an honest self inventory of any wobbly places and then taking the action to align them, whatever self-care, organization, or action or whatever. And then because it's in the laying of the foundation that we are ready when the divine plan opens up. And so I'm a little bit in that space right now of really being honest and saying, okay, where are the foundations I need to be stronger? And then really doing the work to make them stronger. And so that's just a reminder to do that. I think we have, sorry, I went a little long for Maria's reading. This one says Pleiades, which I don't know what that word means. It says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So I feel like you have a really strong mind. And I believe that it sometimes blocks your connection and your ability to channel, or the ability to, hi, Ophelia, to hear your messages. But most importantly, like, part of your service to humanity will be in the following of your intuition. And so they're just wanting you to kind of do your best to step outside of your mind more, because I feel it's blocking your connection. So let's see, align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? That's confirmation of the other card, the foundation card. But look at the fragments. That's an interesting illustration. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And just taking an honest inventory of that and taking action to align it. Anything else? This is the last card. Oh, I like this. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. So whatever it is that you see that it's important for you to align or take action on, I feel like it's in preparation for something bigger that's coming your way. And so I hope that's helpful. Maria, feel free to reach out to me in any way with any questions or anything else. And I hope that was helpful. So thank you for being here tonight. I don't know if you're local. There's all kinds of cool events happening in the month of December at what used to be Unity of Gulfport, but is now called New Thought Community of Gulfport. My little niece is yelling things from her room at me. I don't know what she's saying, but she's probably teasing me on some level. That's what we do, is we tease each other all day long. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, Maria. Let's see. Rebecca, are you still here? I know I've been a little long-winded tonight. We're almost at 46 minutes. If anybody feels guided to donate, these are put on by, this event is put on by the New Thought Community of Gulfport. If anybody feels guided to make a donation, the information is above this video, but it can be done on PayPal at unityofgulfport@gmail.com, or Venmo, which is at Unity of Gulfport, or on the website, which is unityofgulfport.org/give. All right, Rebecca, let's see. Do you want me to pick your deck, or do you want to see the decks to pick from? Would you like me to pick your deck? Oh, thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Okay, what am I smelling? It's peppermint. So I'm like, what is it? I thought it was going to be lavender. You would like to see them. Okay. We have the Divine Abundance deck. We have the Heart Oracle deck. We have the Work Your Light Oracle, which I feel that that actually has a lot of your vibration on it. In terms of like, I feel that vibrationally it's in alignment with your energy field. We have Crystal Angels. We have Wisdom of the Oracle. This is a very abstract deck. I kind of like this deck because it's very Dolly-like. It's very right-brained. And Divine Abundance. Okay. I can hear my oldest niece working on math. Poor thing. I used to hate math. All right. Lorena loves math. Yes, Auntie used to hate math. No, I shouldn't say that. When I was your age, I liked parts of it. But when I was Julie's age, my brain wasn't naturally math gifted. A very right brain, excuse me, by nature. All right, Divine Abundance. Here we go. Excuse me. She's commentary. She's like a little backseat driver, and now she's a little backseat driver for my event. She's a cute pea, though. She's a cutie. She makes me laugh all the time. All right, so I see a 6. So the 6th one, so that was 1, 2, 5, 6. I see a 19, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I see a 26, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You want to pull 2 cards for Rebecca? She's going to come and pull your 2 cards from her. All right, so First card. Ooh, I like this card. Look at the cat. I'm a big cat lover. That's a very like deep looking cat, but it says deepening. It says, once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. That's a really like deep card. Like the deepening. When I touch this card, I feel like either you're going through or will start to go through a deeper awareness process of self. Like I feel there's going to be an opportunity, if you haven't really encountered it yet, that it's coming, where it's almost like your soul is needing something deeper, whether it be your friends. Maria, I'll be able to message you. That might be the easiest way to do that right now. But you're welcome to contact me. I'll just say it out loud right now at 813-503-2687. And I'll reach out to you privately as well. So to get you the contact info. Like I said, feel free to ask me any questions or anything else. So let's see. All right. So yes, my love of cats. But this is a very important card. They keep coming back to this. I know I'm a little bit distracted, the little one running around with her cuteness. This is about self-seeking, like really going deep and what I'm hearing audibly are the words a thirst for depth. And usually like when I go through these phases, there's often a lot of change involved. Often like if I'm seeking more depth, oftentimes my relationships at that present time might not be as deep as I need. So you might want to ponder that a little bit, because I know for me, when I've gone through those deeper levels of needing, whether it be for healing or self-awareness or spiritual evolution or self-actualization, that like the deepening, like they keep coming back to this card. So that's why I'm talking a lot longer on this card for you. But that when I go into one of these phases, I'm looking a lot less at the ego-based outside stuff, and I'm looking more and more about on how things feel. How do things inspire me? How do I feel connected to something? So it's a whole different type of perception, because I feel that you're going to be uncovering. You're saying like rich. I'm hearing audibly rich jewels of awareness. Are you okay, Juliana?
Yes.
Okay. And that it's essential that you go deep. And I see you like journaling. I see you like prayer, meditating, journaling, but also having heart-to-heart conversations with deep people. And I do this. That's why I'm super involved in 12-step recovery and several programs. I think it's such a great venue for people that want to go deeper. There's all kinds of programs for everything, and it really is. I feel like people like that would be helpful in terms of you forming those types of bonds to really talk about emotional stuff. Because some people don't really like to talk about emotional stuff and are really comfortable with talking about facts or things or thoughts rather than feelings. And I feel like your heart really needs some type of community or people that really are comfortable hashing out the feelings and deciphering the nuances and all of that. Like I'm very an emotional being, so that's kind of the world that I naturally live in. I can't do small talk to save my life. So, yay. Okay. Cause they kept showing me you journaling, and, but that this is essential right now. I don't know why. It's almost like for personal healing, and also for, you're saying self-actualization, like you stepping up into who you're most meant to be on this planet, and you getting, they're showing me you getting sturdier in your shoes, energetically and vibrationally. And oftentimes when we're doing this deeper emotional work or inner work, there's a period of not feeling grounded in our shoes, and whether it be us releasing the old trauma energy out of us, or feeling the hurts that were embedded in us from the past, or whatever it might be. I really feel that in this process, even though it might not feel good as you go deeper, that it's really, really important for your whole sense of self, that ultimately it's going to make you so much stronger in your shoes and in your walk on this planet. And so I just heard them say next meeting, next card. Ooh, the divine abundance card. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao, which I don't know enough about, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be. I love this statement. Ready? Oh, awesome, Rebecca. I love books. So if you have any questions about anything around emotional healing or anything around what just that walk, because I love books and that's the world I live in. So feel free to don't hesitate to reach out with any questions or book ideas, because like I said, I love books, and that's my whole house is my whole little living space is all books, and so everywhere in some ways. But I love this statement. It says divine abundance. It says learn to be abundance, not chase it. What a great like statement, right? Learn to be abundance, the vibration of abundance, right? That emotion of abundance, and not chase it. What a great like powerful statement, because that's all about living in the gratitude of the vibration of joy now. And I found that as I emotionally healed and went through a lot of healing, both in 12-step recovery and in therapy and a lot of other things, that I was really able to see, yes, I was really able to see the richness in the moment, when before I was so focused on distraction and ego stuff, that as that emotional healing process came about, I was really able to see the richness in the present of now. And the next two for you, Rebecca, I know I went a little long. Yes, be abundance. That's right. I love researching. I can be like a total introvert and love to like figure out stuff online or in my books. It says humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. But look at like that humility. And so I know for me, it took me a long time to embrace humility in a way that I was comfortable with. And part of that was because I had to hit a really hard bottom in my late 20s, because I wasn't willing. But really, like, think about that word of humility. And for me, that word of humility is all about surrender, divine surrender to what the universe is doing. And I have a feeling that you have not only a very strong mind, but also a very beautiful heart. I know for me that my mind always doesn't like to surrender. And so, but that humility of embracing what we don't know, and then there's like a quiet acceptance, that knowing that the divine is going to guide us perfectly, that all we got to do is just show up for the next right step, and really embracing that humility of how our minds do not know everything, and that ultimately the universe or God or spirit does. And so I like the owl in this picture, Rebecca. If you look at him, there's this guy like really praying hard, this little monk. And then the owl's like, ooh, like, I'm here. Like, all is well. No need to worry. I like that. And also the little flower in the background, like the blooming of the potential of what's ahead. Next card is companionship, Rebecca. It says, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. This isn't about somebody else. This is about you. Well, I'm going to read it again. It says, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. Because I feel you have this huge giving heart, and what they're wanting you to do is give to yourself more. Awesome. I'm so glad. But they're wanting you really like to not only give to yourself more, but really recognize what a gift you are and what a gift your heart is to others. Like really taking an awareness of that and giving more to the self. Because I feel you give so much to the universe and other people. They're really wanting maybe a little more self-care in a category, maybe like physical wellness, self-care. That's usually sometimes the first to go if I'm super busy, or some type of investment, energetic investment in the self and into your life. And so I hope that's helpful. So nice to have you on here. Okay, so who's next? Did I miss somebody? Is there anybody that would like a reading or has an intuitive question? Kendra, are you still here? I missed Kendra. She was next. Are you still here, Kendra? Welcome. Is Kendra still? Yay! Okay. All right, Kendra. It's good to see you the other day at I think that's let's see, at the medium. I think that was you, right? I thought that was you at the Victor's mediumship outing. That was super fun. Would you like me to pick your deck? Oh, I'm so glad. You're so welcome. Thank you, Rebecca. Do you want me to pick your deck, Kendra, or do you want to pick it? Let me know. Oh, so at an hour. This hour always flies by so fast. Okay, I pick. Okay. All right, Kendra, this is about your heart. I know you're walking through some like this. These last couple of years has certainly been a journey for you in some ways. I try not to go into too much detail on here because it is a public format, but no, my heart is with you. I'm sending a lot of heart energy, a lot of spiritual energy your way. So this is one of my heart oracle decks. I feel like I need another heart deck. I haven't quite found the heart deck I want because I always look at the card decks when they're on sale or like at Books A Million and whatnot. All right, so I like the imagery. It's like a mandala of hearts. It's always really cool. Raina, you want to pick a card for Kendra? I think Raina's tired. You tired? No worries, honey. Don't worry about it. She's tired. She got tuckered out today. You got up early. Okay, honey. You're fine. You'll pull a card for Kendra? Okay. Here you go. Pull a card for Kendra too. Okay, so my oldest niece, who's 12, and she has intuitive gifts too. You want to say hello? You want to wave? Want to come on? You want to come and wave at anybody?
This light makes me look bad.
No, you a cute pea no matter what. This is my oldest niece. This is Juliana Marie Lopez. Put your arm down so they see your face.
But my forehead.
She's worried about her forehead. But anyway, you just wanted to say hello. She picked these two for her. This is her too. All right. Good. Thank you so much for popping in. Okay, so the first card, it said lead. And what that card meant, I just misplaced the card, was about allowing the universe to lead you right now. Because I know it's a little bit of a transition period for you in some ways. And they're just wanting you to tap into spirit fully and allow spirit to lead you in all the ways and just really have faith and allow that energy to kind of carry you through this time of transition. And then come together with people in the community or in your community that like your heart really just feels nurtured by and inspired by or just peaceful around. Like there's a lot of wonderful people in our community and to really tap in because it is a great community, a metaphysical community.
I'll pick a card.
Okay, you're gonna pick a card also for Kendra? Oh, she's getting all the cards tonight. This is about, okay, those are Jilly's cards, so put those over there. I'm gonna show her those cards in a second. This is about confronting any dark energy inside. I don't know, or let's say lower vibration, or this could be grief. This could be sadness. This could be just anything about yourself that's just a little lower vibration or in your life. I feel that it's time to face all of it so that it can be released. Thank you, Maria. Oh yeah, both of them are stunning. Our mother was like so beautiful. She had unfortunately, she had just had several challenges in certain areas of health, but she was so there's genetics. We have certain genetics. Like when I look at Jilly, we have a very similar face structure, and my mother loved them so. But thank you, Maria. Thank you, Kendra. This is about confronting your dark spaces. We all have them, and I'm just such a believer in really holding space for the darkness and to allow it to show up and then to be felt and then released. They're cracking my voice, so that's important. but it's never comfortable. That process is never a comfortable one, or I haven't found a way to make it comfortable yet. And that you're going to be walking through a period of great healing, and to really honor that and to commit to that. I committed the last year to healing. I didn't really make a lot of traction in many and much of anything. I shouldn't say that. You know, this I did a few things that were really cool that I'm proud of, but that I really committed to my healing first, and I'm still on that journey. It was one of the best things I ever did, and so that's what they're wanting you to do, Kendra, is to really commit, because life is on the other side of that curtain, and they don't want you to miss it. Giving and receiving. This is just about you showing up for friendship when you can, when you're ready. I want you to reach out more to your people that you really care about. And let's see. Solar plexus chakra. I just got a great vibration fork for the solar plexus. I'm so excited. I got these vibration forks that are specifically for each of the chakras. But anything that's supportive to your solar plexus, they're wanting you to do more with. Because I feel your sense of self is going to be in a redefinement phase. Okay, so this is Raina's picks for you. Here's the lead card. Letting the universe lead you, not your mind necessarily, but your guidance to lead you forward. And there's some things that you're not wanting to see, but it would be beneficial to see. So sometimes you might want to journal or just get quiet and meditate some, but I feel that there's just some things that you're not ready to see, but they're wanting you to see them. That's about not being in denial. And then these were Jilly's cards. You may go through a period of detachment. And what that means is that just honor that space. I've been a little bit in that throughout the year in some ways. And sometimes it's important to take that detachment time, but that don't get lost in it. That's the message behind this card. Don't get lost in that detachment time. Because there's life there's life all around you waiting to be lived, but there's going to be a period of realignment, I feel, in the next maybe 6 months. And then they're wanting you to take the lead, but in your own life. I mean, I know you have a lot of gifts. You have a lot of tremendous gifts that you really want to serve the universe with them. I know you have many, many gifts, and they're wanting you to take the lead in your own life, kind of in partnership with the divine after the healing phase or the alignment phase occurs. But that's a lot of yang energy in this card, a lot of fire, a lot of executing your ideas and talking about your ideas and creating with your ideas, and then getting it and feeling the fire of the universe supporting your expression of that. So I hope that's helpful, Kendra. I am at an hour. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I am starting to fade. I'm still Riverview, so I need to take the trip to St. Petersburg. I'm going to pull 3 cards for me quick. Great reading. Oh, that's awesome. Kendra says, great reading. I just did a podcast on the dark goddesses. The layers are peeling away. Awesome. Thank you. I hope to be there. Thank you, Kendra. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a collective reading for all of us after my very brief self reading, and then I'm feeling very close to the Divine Mother lately, and so I'm just gonna pull 3 cards. So 1, I see a 3, I see a 17, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 17. Okay, hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plan in store for me. I love that word, hope. A lot of what I do, and I'm really big on inspiring hope. Trust. I know God in his infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayers right now. Ooh, these are all about faith, like hope, trust. What's this one? Patience. That's not the card I want. What would Kendra say? Blessings, many blessings to you. The little one just said, "You're not patient." That's what she said. Patience. I'm working on it, kid. It says, I trust in divine timing. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't really like that one, but so that is certainly fitting for this moment that I'm walking through. Okay, so let's do a collective reading, and then I am done for the night. We are at an hour and 10 minutes once again. If anybody feels guided, this event is put on by, it's a donation-based event. So if anybody feels guided to make a donation, we are very grateful. All donations go to support the New Thought community of Gulfport, which was renamed. Our previous name was Unity of Gulfport. And so I do this event to support them. So if anybody is interested in making a donation, you can do so at PayPal, which is unityofgulfport@gmail.com. Our Venmo is @Unity of Gulfport, or the website is unityofgulfport.org/give. And that information's above the video. So thank you all for being here tonight. This is the collective reading for the week, and then I am out. I have to go see my very old kitty cat named Cuddles. She's almost 23. I can't believe it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, here's our collective reading. This deck is a very simple deck. I really like the simplicity of this deck for quick readings. Oh, yay, Kendra, thank you. Okay, the first one is forgiveness. Oh, that's a good collective card. Forgiveness, just letting it go, knowing that we all are just doing our best and that the universe has forgiven us, I'm sure, in many different ways, and to just try to extend the heart, but also to just be also aware of certain boundaries and self-protection, but to just forgive and know that everybody is ultimately doing their best. There's a little Squeaky. You starting with me, Squeaky? She's gonna go take a bath. All right, so I'm glad that you love the collective reading. I do too. Peaceful resolution. So if you're in any type of energetic discord with somebody in your life, know that a peaceful resolution is possible. When I'm stuck in my resentment or my non-forgiveness, I often will pray for people, or I'll call the angels in and say, hey, take this energy away from my heart. I know that we're just doing our best as humans on this walk here, and to just call in some divine support for whatever discord that is between us. Romance. This isn't a typical romance with somebody else. This is about loving ourselves a little more. And so this is just a reminder that we are so worthy of that self-love, but also the self-care that supports that self-love and the self-investment. And so I've been doing a lot of investing into certain projects and stuff, but the romance is a great love that we are developing for ourselves. The last card of the collective reading is don't stop. If you have a dream and you know it's yours, then just keep going, do the next right step towards it, and the divine will show up to help you. And so I hope that's helpful, everyone. It's so nice to connect with you tonight, and so nice to share these messages and to just connect with you. So I'm wishing you much love, many blessings, and a wonderful week ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.